message.
Alright, welcome to the Halal Fantasy Football League. This is week 4 recap. We missed last week because we were traveling, so we didn't get to get one in. But today we got Darren and Eric. Our drink for the day is aqua because it's 6:30 in the morning. So, I mean, we can get a drink, but we gotta wait for like other people to get it for us.
Yes.
So maybe they'll pop in and get us some coffee or a Bloody Mary. Today we are headed to Amsterdam. We just got through the UK and we spent a couple of days in Hamburg. But yeah. So we'll just get into it. We'll make it quick because we got a lot of stuff to do today. So we'll start with the first game of the week. This is me and Milo versus Aaron. And I didn't do that great. But Aaron probably had the worst game of the year. So not a lot to react to. Like if my scores are really horrible, I probably should have started a Rich. But other than that, Aaron got Chris Olave 0.9, one catch for four receiving yards. Kittle got one catch for 9 receiving yards.
I'm on Ross St. Brown.
I don't know. As a Najee holder, I would have told you to stay far away from Pittsburgh, which gave you minus points. I've never even seen that before. First time.
There was several negative defense games this week. And then on his bench, CJ Stroud is doing good, but Justin Fields finally showed up. Justin Fields got him a Justin Fields 2022 type of game. Nothing else for this game. Let's go to the next one. This one was fun because this was the closest game of the week.
Zee.
Eric versus Jeremy.
We got up 4 a.m. to watch this.
That's exciting.
Yeah, because it came down to the Monday night game, you know. So we were up at Tuesday, 3, 4 in the morning watching this game. And it really looked bad because Jeremy had Metcalf and he had maybe like an 8-point difference. Metcalf early got a touchdown in the first half. And then in the second half, you're just waiting for him to close that 2-point gap. And it never came.
I thought it was done. For real. I was like, and I did some dumb stuff too, like putting in Ezekiel Elliott because I thought he was going to have a revenge game. That was
He
dumb.
was playing. He was playing against.
Anyway, he's on waivers
Patriots.
now, if anyone wants him.
And then they benched DK Metcalf.
They didn't bench him. They just didn't need him because Seattle was just destroying them. So all they had to do was run.
DK first half.
DK first half.
So the Giants were just bad. The Giants are horrible. Like other than that, because like he had enough to win. It's just that one thing. Is there anything he could have done?
Pacheco.
Gabe Davis,
You know, it is.
just but I don't know.
Bench is on
I guess
fire too.
you're not really benching DKO.
Mostert kind of underperformed.
Oh, after going for like 4 touchdowns or something last week.
Yeah.
And you're Herbert.
Tyreek underperformed.
Yeah. So they had a come down game. So
He went all heavy Miami.
it looked like you're relying on them after they put up 70 points,
Yeah.
but that wasn't gonna last.
Oh, the Bills are not the same as Broncos. So
So Jeremy is. It looked like he was gonna roll this league, but where are we? We are in the Netherlands. That's gonna show up on the screen. The screen recorder.
I hope you show them our Samsung TV too. So-
Oh yeah. That was the Monday night game. We were able to watch it on a widescreen Samsung TV.
Samsung TV is on this
Banana for scale.
There's a
NCL ship.
All right. So congrats to Eric for knocking Jeremy off. It looked like he was going to roll the league, but it didn't happen this week. That was probably one of 2 of the most interesting games this week. The rest were all blowouts.
They're both undefeated too, so it's
Yeah.
good. Someone was gonna go down.
So let's go to Darren's game against Gary.
Hey,
This was not a close game at all.
yeah, I took it off. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's all.
Thursday
I mean,
night took it.
you could have benched Christian McCaffrey and still won. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
You rolled him for 64 points.
Puka was doing good on his team, but
Yeah, I mean, so Gary
good players.
Gary would have beat me or Aaron. It's just one of those matchup things again.
Yeah.
So good on Puka. We'll see how he does when Cooper Cup comes back. Jerry Jacobs showed up for him.
How about them Dallas defense? The finger licking.
That's the other one, yeah. So
That their one scored 2 touchdowns.
yeah, that Dallas D looks scary. I mean, you played it
They
right.
had me scared last week. They were junk, but I think they got it figured out.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
your bench.
Plus, it's only New England.
Jordan Love would have done better than Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I don't know. Still,
Well,
not
he got injured.
Love.
No, Geno Smith.
Geno.
They
That's
pulled him
right.
and then they put him
You're
back in.
right. Yeah, he left, and then what's his name? That's where I thought it was trouble for Eric because their backup was Drew Lock, and he threw this like pass to this big guy who was rumbling down to the 1 yard line, almost got a touchdown. They actually called it a touchdown, but they called it back. But it wasn't DK. It was their tight end, one that they traded for. What's his name? Fant. Oh, Fant.
Oh no.
So I thought Eric was done there, but it was the wrong large receiver. All right, next game, Richie versus Mike. This is another undefeated. Mike was undefeated. Mike's with us, by the way, but he's probably sleeping against Richie. Richie was also had not had his win yet, so he's the second of the non-winners to finally get a win.
Against undefeated.
Yeah,
Mike.
and he knocked the undefeated guy. So good quarterback matchup. Jackson showed out and Hurts showed out.
Bench
Yeah.
Montgomery. It still didn't need him.
That's right, yeah. Montgomery had 3 touchdowns and that was his high score, but it's all on the bench. I mean, but Diggs had a huge game throttling Miami.
Yeah, he had 3 guys on with the 30s.
Yeah, so his team looks a lot different now as opposed to the first 3 weeks. Hey, Moore showed up. So Chicago finally that kind of shows you like you can't. Chicago was trashed for the first 3 weeks, but this is the 1 week when they went up against Denver, and Fields showed up, Moore showed up, Khalil Herbert showed up, so there's gonna be swing back and bounce back games. It's just a matter of timing them. I don't know if they can sustain it though. That was a painful loss because the Bears were up 27-3 or something. And then they lost 31-27. It was
Tanking. I think anyone who plays Denver though, just start them.
that's a good strategy.
I mean, you got these guys that do nothing, come out of nowhere, like Moore and Herbert. You thank the Broncos.
Oh yeah, and then for Mike, he needs Saquon back, and the Giants need Saquon back because they are they look worse than the Bears without Saquon.
Time to drop Odell, man. Just drop him.
Okay, Morgan versus Brad. Brad was the final non-winner who finally gets a win this week.
This was projected to be a pretty even game. Huh?
Yeah, 111.08, 111.67, 62.
Yeah, it was kind of close.
Brad's team looks scary going forward.
Yeah. He was able to win the waiver this week after A-Chain put up like, what was it? Not this week. But his previous week, he had the highest score, 51.1, when they destroyed. They put that 70 up on Denver. So he wins waivers. He's able to get A-Chain. And even though he has like bad scores from Addison, who I guess he didn't play or he got hurt.
No, he just had a bad game. He was like 1 for 8 or something. I think he had 8
Oh.
targets.
Well,
Yeah.
he hit a rookie wall. But I mean, he showed up for the first 3 weeks, so I'm not too worried about him. But like,
Yeah.
with all these bad scores, it's amazing that he was able to still pull off this win.
But he's got guys on his bench to take over. So all
Oh,
wide
yeah.
receivers.
Nico Collins, he's between him and Zay Flowers. Those are like wide receiver 1 and 2, I think, for rookies.
Is Puka a rookie?
But that's right. No,
Puka's
take that
number
back.
one for sure.
Puka's number 1. You got Puka, and then it's between Collins and Flowers.
But they might switch though. I think Collins is the second year.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. But I think it'll switch between Flowers and I don't know. Maybe I'm biased.
And Puka?
Yeah.
Well, Puka
Because
has Cup coming back.
Cup coming back, and I don't think he's gonna get 20 targets a game anymore. 15 targets a game. He leads like the whole league in targets. Something crazy like that.
Or
So why Morgan drop Matthew Stafford if Puka and Cup is gonna be playing together? That's gonna be.
It's a good pickup. Maybe. Hold on. I'll be right back.
okay. That's our advantage
Stanford's
on
on
the
waivers.
people in Hawaii, though, because it's. Well, I guess it's 6:40 p.m.
I can see it.
Oh, this is the other move that Bradley did. He picked up Quentin Johnson because I dropped him for Mims. He's another good rookie wide receiver, but he's not quite on the tier of those other guys.
Too many feeds in the Chargers. Too many mouths to feed on that team. They're so good.
Well, I mean, he's in the mold of like an AJ Brown, those big receivers, DK Metcalf, big and fast, but I don't know. He's just hasn't been good, even with what's his name getting hurt, right? Mike Williams is out for the year.
Williams out. I think even Eckler is not even playing for now.
Yeah, so those guys left, and he was only able to get a 2.3.
Yeah, that's why. Maybe they'll help when they come. They can only help.
I mean, but he has Collins, and he has Garrett Wilson. Well, that was the other thing. Yeah, what's his name? Finally played well. What's his name? The one on the Jets. After they've been trashing him every week.
Oh, their QB?
Yeah,
Isn't he also like a Wilson?
I guess so. Yeah, but maybe they can turn it around. There's some hope for them. They've been kind of garbage.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's crazy. He's a good receiver.
Yeah, they just need good
I see
quarterbacks.
I see.
All right, then the last one. This is the other interesting game. Mike L versus James.
That one was funny.
Yeah, so this was Mike's game to lose and he lost. I mean, this was Mike's game to win and he lost it. Right. And this came down to also Monday night, right? Because James had. What did he have?
Boy, James had the multiplier effect because it was the Giants quarterback versus Seattle
Seattle.
defense.
Yeah.
So
That was the head-to-head.
Jones was giving James bonus points.
So
It's 11 sacks.
It was splitting.
that was the worst quarterback performance this year. I don't think that's a overstatement. He had a good defensive score. You think someone had worse?
Points wise or game wise?
Probably game wise. I mean, well, it gives it to Seattle. Yeah, that's true. Points wise,
Game wise, he had points because he was running. He got all
Yeah.
that.
he's able to get points, but he got sacked how many times?
It was 11 times.
That's crazy. And then he lost the
Two
fumble,
two
threw 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick six for that rookie cornerback who ran it in like 97 yards or something for a touchdown. That's pretty bad. I mean, the fact that he was able to get 15 points is almost a miracle. I mean, someone kind of put it into perspective though, like where if he doesn't fumble the ball away and he doesn't throw that pick six. That's 14 points, right? And so that
Yeah.
makes it a one-score game. It was just really bad for him.
Yeah, because it was the 1 yard line. That that was a that was also maybe a 14-point swing for Gary and for Mike too, right? Because that 7 should have went to Mike, but instead it went straight to, and that cost him the game because
To James.
he lost by what 9 points.
Yeah,
so.
it's 4 points plus whatever yardage you get for Jones, and it ends up being 6
And then
points.
6 points for the touchdown.
Yeah, for
Yeah, but that was a good pickup though for James because I don't.
yeah, he was available. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Seattle
don't
D
know
was
if-
available.
Seattle's not really a top tier D, but I mean,
Ooh,
I think
looking
you're
like
looking
it
like
now. I mean,
that Witherspoon guy.
yeah, he's good.
Miami had negative defense too.
Yeah, that's another one.
That-
Yep, the defenses have been not good this week. There's been a few of them. Oh, he benched Ayuk.
I'm surprised. Yeah, you bench Ayuk
Yeah, who are you benching him for?
for.
Oh, he has good receivers though.
Yeah, but the flex is Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
oh,
feel
I guess
that's a good trade
Amari Cooper.
partner. So if you need a wide receiver or if Mike needs something else,
you trade them.
Tua really came back down to earth. Yeah. Buffalo had a good
It's
game plan
Buffalo.
for him.
They figured him out. They figured out the wide receiver spread.
They said let's just double cover Tyreek, and it worked.
Who's your top quarterback so far? It's Herbert. He's on a bye, so James needs to sub him out. The biggest surprise quarterback, I think, is C.J. Stroud. I don't think anybody expected a rookie to be as good as him.
Or Zach Wilson. Everybody's thought he sucked.
Well, the jury's still out on him. You don't know. Top receivers.
See, Howell quarterback was a good pickup for Mike.
Howell?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
looks good.
Jefferson, Hill. That's no surprise. Keenan Allen is a surprise, and Puka Nacua are a surprise. One being super old, one being super young.
I would venture to say Joe Burrow is the most disappointing quarterback. He's consistently got like 5 points
He's-
under 10.
Dropped in
He has a built-in excuse though because of his injury.
because he got paid.
That too.
All the guys that got paid. Well,
That's funny though because it happened to James again. I mean, it happened to Brad again. He got Russell, or Russell got.
Well, Geno Smith didn't get paid good, so that's why he tries to come back into the game. But Joe Burrow, he's in the game,
Don't
but
pay
he
your
still
quarterback.
sucks. He still sucks.
Running backs. Well, Mostert is kind of surprisingly high.
that was a one game that he had
Yeah,
50 points.
that was the 70. Was that the 7? No, that wasn't even 70. That was A-Chain getting 50 points. I mean, well, he had multiple touchdowns. Kyron Williams is a little surprise.
Yeah.
They got Cam Akers out. A-Chain, pretty much 1 week of that. Actually, he did good last week too. Just not 50 point.
Look at McCaffrey. He has like both
He's on a-
receiver. He has a running back and receiver stats. Like if you just take his receiver stats, he's
He's a top receiver.
a top receiver. 18.
Swift is a surprise. Tight ends, the last thing we'll look at. Ugh.
I noticed though with the running backs early in the year where it's like they're all in the top offenses, yeah. It's like it's worth it to just target those guys. in the draft.
If they are in a juggernaut offense, get a running back from them.
Mhm. Like they're not even like talented running backs. Just, some of them just crazy stats. Tight ends a fun one
Yeah. So
for the quarter.
Pretty much. I think you have Kelsey, Kelsey and the Swifties, Mark Andrews. That's pretty much your two standard guys. But the ones who TJ kind of moved up, tiered up this year after getting. He's one guy who got paid and is actually playing like he's earning his money. My Laporta was the one that kind of rewards my fandom, drafting a rookie tight end. It's a good tight end class. I think it's just some guys are going to take longer than the others. Same thing for most rookies, right? You have rookies that, I don't know, it's hard to guess when they're going to ball out or which ones are going to take a little bit more time. Did you guys make any waiver moves this week? Because we have bye,
I
right?
did.
This week, I picked up what's his name?
Juju? No, you dropped it.
Tyler Boyd.
Boyd. Okay,
Yeah.
his name's hurt.
No, because I got two guys on bye.
Oh, okay. It's just to fill the bye.
Yeah. See how he does.
Higgins has a broken rib. I grabbed Dobbs. The
Oh, quarterback
QB.
Dobbs. Another surprise.
He seems like under the radar guy because he
Yeah.
runs. And my two quarterbacks are against. They don't look good.
No, Arizona's a surprise because everyone's expecting them to be in the tanking sweepstakes, but that team plays hard. Even with their kind of quirky coach. My moves were pretty standard. I had kicker on bye, defense on bye, so I just grabbed Detroit Lions D, so I have the full Lions experience. Except I don't think I'm playing golf. And then I had to pick up a kicker, so I picked up the Arizona kicker. So I like his strong, like former. He's a he's a former former Lion.
So anything to do with Lions, you're just gonna grab.
Yeah, it was making me
Former
weird.
Lions or Lions?
Stafford's available.
Not anymore.
Live waiver wire pickups.
No, they have two.
What? You literally?
You just
There's
picked them up?
things going on right now. So yeah, Richie, you just dropped Kevin Akers?
I dropped Cam.
Oh, you did.
Oh, you dropped Cam? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's kind of
He's frustrating.
that's a what you call that's a lottery ticket. Yeah.
You still gotta settle into the new team.
Let's see.
It's taking a while. So
Okay.
So anything else?
I just gotta play the waiver, the buys.
Yeah. So
I needed the space.
that's
It's
the
beginning of the bye weeks.
we're starting the buy. That changes the strategy.
Yeah.
All right.
See you next week.
Bye.
We are going to Amsterdam.
Pew, pew.
Later. Bye.
Breakfast is open.